you just kind of neglected them by accident, and then what? Let's talk about it. Some more peppers. I had to replant lemongrass. Thanks so much for watching this quick video. Hello, happy Sunday. Welcome to the video. Today in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about some mistakes that we sometimes make as farmers or gardeners. And so I planted out a bunch of plants into February, mid-March, had the best intentions for them, and they kind of went into a dead zone on the porch. On the back porch where I am now. So when that happens, what do you guys do? Do you kind of just throw your plants away, throw your trays away and start again? Or do you try to save them? So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. We're going to see, what do you do when you forget about your plants or you just kind of neglected them by accident? And then what? Let's talk about it. Okay, so back last month in March, I showed you what I was going to be planting in March and in April. And then a couple of videos before then, I showed you a planting video on February the 28th where I was planting a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I'm talking about tomatoes and peppers and eggplants and squash and cucumbers and melons and all the things, right? So those plants kind of fell into a dead zone on my back porch. No, I do have a nursery shed, my little she shed that I use, and I use that when it's like kind of between seasons, when I have warmer plants that need the warm weather, or if I have cooler plants that need cooler temperatures, because if they need cooler temperatures, I can keep it cool in my she shed, and if they need warmer temperatures, I can put them under grow lights and also on heat mats, right? And so because the weather had broke where I felt like the weather was going to be just calm, it was going to get hot like it normally does here in Southeast Alabama, and then we were going to go from there, I figured, let me put these plants on the back porch where I can see them every day, and you know, I can look at them, I can look at the soil, I can see if it needs to get watered, you know, I can make sure that I'm going to take care of them and that they won't get neglected. Sadly, that didn't happen. You know, life happens every single day. I've been busy, I've been taking care of my parents. My sister was sick in the hospital. Like, so many things happened, right? Just life happens. And I forgot about these plants. And I promise you, each and every single day that I walked past them, some days I took care of them, some days I didn't. So what happens? What do you do when that happens, right? So for me, I had to make a decision, right? And some plants, they were just beyond, like, you couldn't do anything to them. It didn't matter if I tried to repair them or, you know, up pot them, it just wasn't going to work. And so for those plants, they went over the back porch into the soil, right? Because they were dead anyway, and I don't expect them to grow. But others, you know, when that happens, I try my best to try to give them some life again. So fresh new soil, fresh fertilizer, fresh pot, you know, up pot, which I use solo cups. I go ahead and I poke holes in the bottom of solo cups, and I repot the plants. And by doing that, it gives me a little bit of, it gives me some space where the plant can grow out and root and just flourish, or at least that's what we hope it's going to do. So let me show you guys the plants, and then we're going to take a look at these today, and we're going to take a look at them in a couple of weeks and see how they're going to do from here. So they have all been up potted except for some kohlrabi that the bugs have obviously eaten, and I don't know if the kohlrabi is going to make it. I might just pot it. I've got one. I might just plant it over in the garden area because I've got one Vigo garden bed that's completely empty, and so I may put these kohlrabi plants in there. I haven't decided yet. So right now they're just sitting in a solo cup. But I have up potted everything else that's here, and what we're going to do from here with this little baby series is we're going to watch it. We're going to make sure that I'm watering these plants, that I'm checking the soil levels, that I'm trying to do whatever I can to make sure that they're healthy, and then we're going to see if your plants look terrible like these plants do, can you save them? So stay tuned. All right, so the first thing we're going to start with is this tray right here, which is mostly eggplants with a couple of tomatoes in here. So These were all in 72 count trays, and I went ahead and I fertilized them real good, and I gave them some good new soil, and I uppotted them. So we've got, these are just regular eggplants like Black Beauties or whatever. I can't remember the variety. I have to check my notes and see which ones they are. This is an Oriental Express tomato, so I'm sorry, eggplant. So pretty sure I got those seeds from Johnny's. And this is my favorite tomato. And how did this happen, my sun golds? How did this happen? How did I let my sun golds come to this? Is this even gonna grow? Like, look at this. I just made terrible work of my sun gold tomatoes and also of these eggplants, but I uppotted them, so we're gonna see what happens with this tray. So this is just one tray, and we will just continue to go down the list. All right, so this next tray full of tomatoes right here. So you can see they just do not look healthy at all. They look pretty terrible, pretty worn out. Oh my goodness, I got these sweet, beautiful tomatoes from the grocery store, and I took some of the seeds and I just plopped them in a couple of the trays, and I think I maybe did 4 of them, and these are the 2 that are left. So that label right there just says store, and so these babies, I did a big disservice by just letting them just stay there, and so that's what happened with those. These 2 tomatoes right here, let's focus, are black creme tomatoes, and those make the beautiful, tastiest heritage tomatoes that you've ever tasted. They're so good. I love those too. This one is a squash. This one is a squash. You see there's no label, so I don't know what it's going to be. This one is a pepper, and again, that one has no label. And so what happened is, like, when I was trying to move stuff from the trays, I mistakenly took all the labels out of some of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what these plants are. And so I believe this one is a serrano, but we'll have to wait and see when it grows and see what it produces, because I really don't know. This is my poor little one Roma tomato. I probably planted about 8 of those, and that's just one that's left. And then these have a label, but the label looks crazy, and so I don't even know what this tomato is, but these all came from the same row, so that's why they're grouped over here. And you can see, like, when I tell you, like, these tomatoes look pitiful, they look pretty bad. Alrighty, so in the middle here, this is where I have my solo cups, and I said I just poke holes in the bottom of that. My labels, this is that flower pot full of kohlrabi that I have not decided what to do with yet. And then this is the 72 count tray that I replanted. So I had to replant okra, I had to replant green beans, I had to replant peppers, I had to replant basil, I had to replant some more peppers, I had to replant lemongrass. And that's a new bean that I've never tried before that I wanted to try. So I just went ahead and put all of this in this tray. Obviously it's dry because I haven't watered it in, but I'm going to do that next. Okay, and then this tray again, we've got some tomatoes. You can see this one, oh, Homestead tomato. Okay, I got these as a free seed when I went to a farmer's conference back in January, and so I just went ahead and I planted those. And so these are Homestead tomatoes. This is some type of squash. These 2, I believe, this one and this one, I believe, are green beans. This is a basil, but I don't know if it's Thai basil or another type of basil, but it's not regular basil because it doesn't smell like regular basil. I know that for sure. This is a cantaloupe right here. Who knows if that's going to grow? Oh, I don't even know. Is that really a calypso? Who knows? I don't think so. These are watermelon, and I can tell by the leaves. And so if these start to grow, I'm definitely going to put those into the garden, and we're going to go from there. But that's the next one. You see how bad these stuff look? Like, this one even has a flower on it. Like, let me just go ahead and pull that off, because why is that even right there? But oh my goodness, I don't know. We're gonna see if these are gonna grow and produce food. You know, I'm trying to save them. Unfortunately, I have been in this situation before, and this is exactly what I've done. I've tried to save them, and some of them were savable. That's not a word, Rachel. Some of them were able to be saved, but not all of them. So we're just gonna keep trying. And then we've got one more tray that's full of tomatoes, and the varieties are different here, and I separate them. You see some have 2 labels and some don't, but I separated them so I can know kind of what's what. But the reason why we grow so many tomatoes is because we're trying to put up food for the fall and the winter when there are no tomatoes. And so this is my big hot mess, you guys. So tell me, have you been in this situation? Let me know in the comments. Has this happened to you? And if so, did you do what I did, where you just kind of started to repot them anyways and try to start over? Or did you just chuck them? We're going to follow this. I'm going to keep you guys abreast of what's going on. And hopefully the majority of these will just bounce back and they'll be beautiful and they'll be great. So I'm going to go ahead and water everything in. And thanks so much for watching this quick video. Hopefully you found some value in it. If you did, give it a like. If you did, give it a like. I would love for you to subscribe as well. And things happen from time to time. Like, life always lifes, right? And you can't get to your garden every single day like you'd like to. So don't give up. Don't be upset. Don't kick everything to the curb and just be like, I'm done. I'm not a good farmer. I'm not a good gardener, because you are, right? You just get back to it and do what you need to do. All right, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.